And a warm welcome to our live stream viewers tuning in here Thursday Night Thunder at New Red Hobbies in Ocala, Florida. Just about getting underway here with our first class of the night. Finally, the big boys are back in town. We got some open two-wheel drive buggy. Best of the best of the best with honors. Just looking for a check-in for Mr. Chad Buckland. Probably still wrenching on that thing for some reason. Gluing his tires. I'm gonna wait till the last minute for my tires. I know how it is. And this is our pre-race warm-up here. If you're new to racing, you guys get a couple minutes to turn the burn out there and get used to current track conditions, because off-road track things kind of change throughout the day. Even on a sealed surface, things change a little bit. Temperature, humidity, all those things matter. Start racing. All right, so we didn't have any mod buggies last week, so we're going to have a new track record tonight. What were our stock buggy guys down to last week? Was it 14.6? Oh, Edwin didn't race, so there's a difference. All right, gentlemen, let's get in the starting area here. Down by the extinguisher there at the, what was that, 14.3? Okay. We know Edwin can go fast. He just never out here to race, so. Oh, sounds like the start of a Garth Brooks song out there. All right, boys and girls, 5 minutes on the clock. Mr. Josh Hall going to lead us off in less than 5. Buckland. And Netzel. All right, everybody's on their own clock when they cross that start-finish line. The clock you see on the screen is the standard or generic race clock. Oh, Netzel up on 2 wheels. We're going to try the instant replay on that. Uh-oh, Hall having some issues. He kind of went out cold turkey. Netzel almost clearing the tabletop. That sounded bad, whatever that was. I didn't see it. All right, just about a minute into this one. Buckland showing the way on a 20-lap pace in 5 minutes, 12 seconds. Got a fast lap of a 14.6. Netzel just dropped a 15.4. Hopefully Hall can get it sorted back out there again. Just want to get a time in on the charts here. Especially at those big races, you want to get something on the charts so you got something to fall back on if you got bigger problems later on. Netzel to 15.0. Here comes Buckland, new fast lap, 14.53. $145 down, $315 to go. Stock buggy will be up next. That's going to be Montgomery, O'Hara, Jimmy. There it is. Netzel having a smidge wider on that one. Got a 14.9 out of it. Buckland with a 14.5 there. Buckland looks like he landed nearly on the flat down there. I think he did. Drops a 14.35. That's a new fast lap. Feeling some guys are going to be changing some oil and pistons between now and next week. If you're watching online, jump in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Ooh, Buckland almost took it to the wall in the back straight. What was that? Marshalls? We'll leave it for now. A little different underneath there. If we did that earlier today, would have been okay. .330 down, 130 to go. Chad Buckland showing the way now on a 21 lap run here. Got the orange flames on the front of his car, and Netzel rocking the fluorescent yellow, orange and red. Oh, he's sideways. Boys having to style and profile over that big ski jump. Definitely have the power to go much further, but safe landing is on the downside. Heard of there. Uno momento for my Latino friends. Pro stock, get the staging. All right, boys and girls. Mr. Blake going to run on that next race with you. He didn't realize the independents were 21.5. He's got a 17.5. Hasn't raced here in a while, so. All right, down. Oh, man. If Buckland can pull off something a little faster, I do have minimum lap time at 14. I don't know if they can get down to a 13. Close, though. Netzel is done. Montgomery is like, forget this. I got to get my car. Here comes Buckland to finish out and shut it down. Buckland dropping mid-14s there the last 5 laps. 21.512. Netzel with 19.5 flat. Missed it by 7/10. And Hall coming up a little short after 1 lap. All right, we are going to need at least 1 volunteer marshal to help us out there. Get him down and checked in. Guys, red light is on. No hot laps. Cars may be driving backwards at any time under red. Need you to go out there and check in immediately and park it. As soon as my marshals get out here, we'll let you guys. Gentlemen, red light is on. Slow the cars down. I need Mr. Blake. There he is. Add to the race. All right. Marshals are coming out. Once again, I need 1 volunteer to help us out. Should have 3 regulars and 1 volunteer out here. Looks like Netzel's going to attempt to open the door here. Hi, Mr. Hall. Need you out here ASAP. Plus 1 volunteer marshal. All right, gentlemen, roll them off. You got 80 seconds to turn and burn. That train or thunder? Choo-choo train? Okay. Oh, somebody getting it wrong on the ski jump. On the ski jump. It's rain. Okay. All right, boys and girls, need our marshals out there. We got our 3 from the last race. I'm going to have one of you two got to go down to the Savox sign. Yeah. Anthony will jump out there here and there when he needs to at the south end. We'll be good with that. All right, gentlemen, let's get him to the starting area. By the extinguisher. The order for this one's going to be Zach, Sean, Jimmy, and Blake. Good to see Jimmy and Blake back. It's been a while. We'll see if they've got any special magic improvement or if they've been letting the rust grow on them. All right, Zach on the tone. O'Hara, Jimmy, and Blake. And we're off and running. Last race was almost run what you can. There are still rules on it, but it's open two-wheel. This is our Pro Stock class, 17.5 rated motors. Next race up is going to be a mix of our short course trucks plus our sportsman guys. They're going to be out there with them mixing it up. Running together but scored separately. And Blake going for the axle grind there. All right, 1 down, 4 to go. O'Hara showing the way in the all black. Down the back straightaway he goes. Now over the single, taking the shortcut. That was a 15 flat. Oh, he's upside down. Zach's going to try to help him out there. It's Sean, Jimmy, Zach, Blake at the line here. Top 4, all 4 were separated by 6 seconds. Oh, somebody going off that sideways. I think that was Zach. All right, 145 down, 3:10 to go. Jimmy showing the way now, 19 lap pace, 5:03. O'Hara back 2.2, Blake behind him by 4.6, and Zach back 1 second in 4th. Helps if I turn the right light on. This is why we can't have nice things. Now Zach trying to shortcut the south hairpin. O'Hara dropping a 14.7 on the previous lap. Comes back with a 15.2. Oh, he's getting whiskey throttle out there off the tabletop. Still going to hold on the lead at the moment. What happens when Jimmy crosses here in the white and black? Back 2.9 at the line. Blake third. Zach behind him by 3.8. Blake, new fast lap, 16.0. Guessing those batteries were in storage for a while. They need a cycle or two to wake back up. Montgomery with a 15.3 new fast lap. All blue out there. Hare still showing the way, 19.508, 7/10 ahead of Jimmy right now. Blake back 7.2. Zach still 3 seconds behind him in 4th. Whole field is less than a lap apart. Up next is our Pro 2 and our Sportsman class. Looking for Hall, Hodling, Beebe, Dolan, and Smothers. And Blake getting it sideways in the hairpin, getting stuck on it. Heard it there. That's the race clock. Keep going. Zach actually got caught at the line there with a 15.3 new fast lap for him. O'Hara's done. Looking for the crowd to finish out here. Blake is done. And shut it down. At the line, O'Hara going to take that one, 19.505. Jimmy Elias with 508. Difference of 2.9 there. Zach with 18.501. Eking out Blake by 1.5 seconds. 18 laps apiece. All right, once again, our mixed class here. Pro 2 and Sportsman. All right, let's get them checked in, gentlemen. All right, got everybody but Josh and Steve checked in so far. They're on their way out. And everybody's good to go. Let's see. Zach's out there. Mr. Blake's on his way. O'Hara's out there. Not sure if Jimmy can not Marshall or not. I think we might be all right with this. All right, guys, real simple. Don't crash at the Protect sign. All right, gentlemen, roll it off. You got 70 seconds to turn the burn. This is definitely going to be interesting. Boys with their short course trucks got that high roll center. There's our Sportsman here. Mr. Terry looks like it's starting to handle a little better now. And Anthony rocking his four-wheel drive. Looks like Hall's coming down for an adjustment. Guys talking a little bit on our New Red Hobbies and Race Facility Facebook group about getting the short courses out here. You guys coming out? In. Got to stir the nest up a little bit. Looks like Josh making final adjustments there. Order will be Josh, Steve, Brandon, Terry, and Anthony. Happened to our Marshall. Water's still out in the cone. Closing the curtain over there or something. Steve's fan is done. Thank you, Chuck. He's going to tag in there for O'Hara for the moment. All right, Mr. Josh Hall on the tone. Steve. Brandon. Terry. And Anthony. Caution, the end of the straightaway. Boys forgot how to slow down. Watch out, we got cars all upside down everywhere. I don't know how these short course guys do it. I can't drive these things. Caution on the back straight. Save, good save, guys. All right, let's see what we got here so far. Looks like Mr. Josh Hall out there in the green and blue. Caution on the ski jump, guys. Caution on the ski jump. Caution on the ski jump. Good checkup from Josh there. Appreciate it. It's Josh on an 18-lap run here. Steve on a 16. Brandon 13. Terry 12. Mr. Anthony on a 17-lap run at the moment. We'll see how that shakes out. Caution on the back straight. Caution by the stoplight. Keep it tight. Tight to the pipe, guys. Tight to the pipe. And we're clear. Oh, we got mayhem on the back straight. Go wide on the back to the wall. And we're clear. Oh, Mr. Steve helping Brandon out of the way there. That was beautiful. A couple style points on that one. Chuck behind you. Make sure his juice bottle you knocked over isn't leaking everywhere. All right, what do we got here? It is Josh, Steve, Brandon, and looks like Anthony tried to take out Chuck. Or was that Terry? That was Terry. Sorry about that. Terry's rocking the black body with the fluorescent green wheels. Anthony's got black body with black wheels. Totaling. Got probably the prettiest body out there. Fanciest. It's pretty. That's what I said it. That green and blue looking thing coming down the front straightaway now. Got a little pink in it. Caution at the serpent sign. Oh no, Hall may have an issue. They can't pop that back on for him with 1 minute to go. Chuck behind you over here in the sweeper, this side, or your side, your side. And it looks like it's no bueno for Hall. He's 2 for 2 this round. All right, he was doing pretty good last Saturday night. For our 75 lappers, he was out there with the buggy late models. Finished third. Had a chance second or to win, but 18 seconds. Oh, Hodling trying to go over the top there on traffic. Didn't work out for him, though. That is time on the race clock. Keep going, keep going. Ooh, Brandon getting a little parachuting going on there. Chuck. There, he got it. Steve is done. Brandon is done. Looking for Terry and Anthony. Anthony's done. Oh, Terry's upside down. Got to get back in that racing groove. And shut it down. Final results. Like Steve going to take that one 16.506, followed by Josh. No, excuse me. Wow, I got to hit the save here. Overall, Steve 16.506. Anthony Smothers with a 508. Josh Hall with 13 laps. Second for our short course, along with Brandon with 12 laps. And Terry, 13 laps. It's saved in here. It's just not out there. It'll be on the results sheet out there. It should be. If not, I'll show you later. So Anthony had 16.508. Terry 13 laps, 520. Totaling at 16.506, taking the overall there. Josh out after 13, and Brandon with 12 laps. And those cars are not the easiest to drive on this track. I don't know how they drive those short courses. All right, Mr. Lineweaver's checked in looking for independent cars. Let me Chuck and Sean. All right, Chuck's checked in. And here comes O'Hara. Let's start getting our marshals out here. I figured he had so much sauce in his tires, he'd just light them up and it'd steer out of it anyways. All right, all my drivers are checked in once again. Marshals, need you out here. Steve, Anthony, Josh, Terry, Brandon. Or volunteers for them, doesn't matter. We need some bodies on the track. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. That should work. All right, gentlemen, roll it off. Give you a little more time here. Half these guys have been practicing all day, so, you know. What's up, Chuck? Don't forget tomorrow, indoor oval practice Friday for Saturday's indoor oval race. It's our regularly scheduled once a month. Saturday's gates open 12 noon now. Once again, that is an update. Hopes of getting myself and Sticks out to race with you guys a little bit. And or even Ellie. Might have a mud boss going for. So New Red Hobbies is coming out to race with you guys a little bit. Eventually. Alright, your order is Sean O'Hara. Let's see what he's got tonight, followed by Chuck Leinbach and Jason Lineweaver. Alright, O'Hara's turned the hat around from the front to the back. He's gone over the top. Chuck. And Jason. All right. Lineweaver starting them off. Followed by O'Hara and Chuck at the line. 6/10 between them. Chuck improving to a 16.2. New fast lap for him. Sean with a 15.5. That's new one of the race. And Lineweaver the 15.8. Don't worry, guys. We got you covered. Oh, Chuck going in tight there in the corner and almost paid the price. All right, a little bit of a mix-up here. It's Lineweaver, O'Hara, Leinbach now. All three separated by 1.3 seconds. Kind of flip-flopping here every time somebody has a bad lap. Oh, O'Hara off the tabletop. Oh, excuse me, that was Lineweaver. O'Hara dropping a new fast lap, 15.3, comes back with a 15.8, 19 lap pace, 5.02. Leinbach on a 5.06, back 1.4 right now. Lineweaver back 4.2 in third, or 5.6 overall. Fast lap for Jason, a 15.7. O'Hara dropping a 15.1 now. Sounds like the rain's coming down pretty good out there. Hopefully the pits are staying dry. They're knocking on the door of a 20-lap run here. Coming over the tabletop. Black card, white wheels. Got the frosted wing look right now. Now on that 20-lap pace, 5.15. Fast lap of a 15.178. Leinbach back 4.4. Lineweaver 4.8 to third. Up next, it's Open Wheeler. After seeing Zach Montgomery's car out there again today, I swear he's got a 3.5 in that thing, not a 13.5. That thing grips and rips. Weinbach on a 19.507. O'Hara down to a 19.504. Slipping a little bit here with that 19-second lap 2 laps ago. Just keep it clean. Hammers a 15.15 out there. That's a new fast lap. Chuck still rocking a 15.6. Jason with a 15.7. That is race time, guys. Keep going. O'Hara done. Keep going, Jason. And O'Hara's done. He's getting out of the way for the other racers. Chuck is done. Track is still hot, guys. Lineweaver got to finish out here. Around the final corner. Down the straightaway he comes. Cut it down. All three with 19 laps. O'Hara 5:02, Linebach 5:08, and Lineweaver 5:15. Feeling that might tighten up here in the next round. All right, boys and girls, we are going to need a couple of volunteers to help out with this one. Thank you, Mr. Anthony. It's not really windy out there, is it, guys? Do we need to worry about putting the curtain up? All right, guys, I got to get a couple transponders checked in here. Mr. Dexter Smith tuning in. All right, Mr. Brandon, check in for me one more time. Mr. Brandon and only Brandon. That is not Mr. Brandon. That is not Mr. Brandon. Hold on, one more time, Mr. Brandon. Neither of you are Mr. Brandon. One more time. Not going to guess on all these transponders. All right, Jimmy. And Steve. All right, gentlemen, face the right direction and roll them off. You got a minute to turn and burn. Like it's starting to come down pretty good out there. All right, boys and girls, the order is Netzel, Beebe, Elias, Hodling, Montgomery, Marshalls, Look Alive, Netzel, less than 5. Beebe. Elias. Hodling. Montgomery. And we're off and running. Minimum lap time at 12 seconds in case somebody gets down there. That's open four-wheel drive because this is mixed class. I'm sure some guys got mod and I know some guys got 13.5. Boys got to work together. And looks like Brandon's body's coming a little loose there. Hopefully, bring it over to Line Weaver. See if he can't pop it back on for you. One of the few things our marshals can do: ball cups, body tucks, power switches, and that's about it. And looks like Mr. Brandon's back into it. All right, 120 down, 340 to go. Jimmy, Robert, Steve, Zach, and Brandon at the moment. All right, 2 down, 3 to go. Netzel showing the way out in the yellow, pink, and red. Jimmy Elias in the, where is that? He's got this white and black. Totaling. Coming down the straightaway, crossing the line there with a 15-0. New fast lap for him. Everybody dropping some new heaters here this time by. The voltage spike kind of wore off. Just past halfway, drivers. Netzel dropping a 14-1 new fast lap. Give me the 15-1, Hodling 15-0, Montgomery 16-2, Brandon 17-6. Brandon picking it up to a 17-5 now. Netzel pressuring traffic here a little bit. Caution in the south hairpin, and it's clear. Top two, that's Robert and Jimmy, both on a 20-lap pace here. Netzel on a 5:04, Elias with a 5:10. Totaling on a 19, Montgomery on a 17, Brandon on a 15 at the moment. Caution on the back straight, go high, high, to the wall, guys. And now we're clear. And another new fast lap, 17.51. "25 seconds, drivers." "5 seconds."
Race is over.
That is time, drivers. That's the race clock. Keep going, keep going. Netzel is done. Keep going, Zach. Keep going. Steve is done. Brandon is done. Looking for Jimmy and Zach to finish out here. Jimmy is done. Zach's still active out there, guys. Zach is still active out there in the all blue. Coming around the final corner. And shut it down. Netzel going to take that one, 20 and 5:05. Jimmy with 5:10. Totaling with 19 laps, Montgomery 17 laps, and Brandon with 15 laps. All right, guys, we're going to take a 20-minute break. Round two will start at 8:10. Track is open for practice. All right, boys and girls, round 2 starts. Meow. Buckland, Netzel, and Hall open 2-wheel drive. You guys are on the line. And Marshals will be our wheeler class. And if you're watching out there on YouTube, don't forget to do all those social media things. Help us grow the sport. Get the word out. All right, Marshals are Robert in this race, Jimmy, Steve, Zach, and Brandon. All right, guys, need my Marshals out there. I got Mr. Steve out there. Thank you, sir. All right, we're going to turn these guys loose. Now, uno momento to turn and burn. These two guys can almost cover the track alone. They're pretty fast. And it's been a rough week. First Ozzy, then Malcolm Jamal Warner. Had the Hulkster today, and Chuck Mangione. Now, you young kids, you got to talk to your grandpa about Chuck Mangione. All right, who we missing out there? Mr. Brandon, Mr. Jimmy. Need at least one of you guys out here to help out. Or any other volunteers, fine by me. I'd like to have at least more out in the center there, help out Mr. Zach. Only 3 of these guys, so there's only have 3 Marshals. It'd be cut and dry there, right? Thank you, Mr. Terry. All right, the order is Buckland, Netzel, Hall. Current TQ, 21 laps, 5:12. Mr. Chad, your time to shine in less than 5. Netzel and Hall. Hopefully Hall does a little better this time. I think he was wrong gearing last time. Like Buckland's dialed in a little bit better here. Got the power, just making that tabletop look easy now. 14-3 that time by. So we are going to knock down that minimum lap by 1 second here. Just in case. Netzel with a 14.6. All down to a 15.05. Buckland with a 14.2. Boys and girls, it's not just a bigger motor. That's much more energy you're putting into the suspension. 21 lap run here going for Buckland and Netzel, beating out the old TQ time. All back. He's got to find a little bit out there. Oh, Netzel coming up short. I don't know if he couldn't make up his mind or just didn't have the ponies. Caution on the tabletop. Ooh, sounded like some big power that time down the back straightaway. All with a 14.8. That's a new fast lap for him. $30 down, 2:30 to go. Up next, Pro Stock two-wheel drive buggy. It's our 17.5 class. And that's going to be Zach, Sean, Jimmy, and Blake. Oh, Hall going deep on that landing of the ski jump. Wheel hopping that thing. Ooh, man. Buckland, styling, profiling. He had thing knife edge over that tabletop. Now, flipping off that TQ time a little bit. Buckland going to pick up about 2 seconds here on that first round time. All right, boys and girls, hobby shop's closed for a few minutes. Mr. Six has got to see a man about a horse. Got the great John Grant tuning in from Sarasota, Florida tonight. All right, so Buckland has a 14.29, Netzel with a 14.39, and Hall with a 14.82. Those are your fast laps, guys. Like a good lap from Buckland. Guy here. Oh, he hugged the pipe too tight. It was a 14.4. Oh man, Hall hugging that south hairpin like butter. This ought to be a good lap. And actually, guys, that is time. Everybody's done. Unfortunately, the tone didn't go off. 21.513 for Chad Buckland. Not enough to take that TQ and improve it. Netzel with 25.10 and Hall 25.12. Sorry, I got tied up watching Buckland's car. I was looking pretty dialed out there. All right, Pro Stock buggy. Let's get him down and checked in. Once again, if you're watching online, jump in the chat. Let us know where you're from. For some reason, the YouTube account. I understand. All right, looking for a check-in from Jimmy and Zach. I know Mr. Zach just got off the track marshaling. Zach, I got nothing right now. Check that, please. Forget to put it in. No. All right, who else we missing out there for Marshall? Paul, I know everyone's running 2 classes. Zach's running 2 classes. Anthony, just go stand out there and look good while I let these guys turn some hot laps. Thank you, sir. All right, gentlemen, roll it off, roll it off. And there's the first one. Here comes the Netzel thing. Caution on the ski jump. All right, so our tight battles here, O'Hara and Elias, a couple seconds apart there. Zach and Blake battling out for final podium spot, it looks like. So 2 good battles between 4 good guys here. How it shakes out this round. All right, gentlemen, let's get them in the staging area. Excuse me, starting area. It's gonna be O'Hara, Elias, Montgomery, and Mofield. All right, boys, 5 minutes on that clock. If Anthony's okay with taking care of that, otherwise you tag in. Good, Anthony? All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Sure if you were ready or not. I know a couple guys running back-to-back or classes. It's tough to get all that going out there. That's why I don't do it. Lazy. All right, O'Hara on the tone. Jimmy. Zachary. And Blake. One of my Coming to America, Arsenio Hall. Pastor, whatever his name was. That's a great movie, by the way. Oh, somebody doing the front flip there, and he lands it. That's Jimmy. All right, 45 seconds into it. O'Hara showing the way, followed by Blake back 2 tenths. Montgomery back 1.1 in third. Jimmy back 8 tenths in fourth. Oh, we got a kerfuffle over the tabletop. Caution in the sweeper. Zach monster trucking that thing over the pipes. Nice job. 140 down, 320 to go. O'Hara showing the way. New TQ run here. Almost getting it wrong. E-jump. A 20-lap run, 5:07. Fast lap, 14:8. Take across line. He is back 6 seconds in second. Jimmy behind him by 2.7 in third. Zach trying to run him down here. Zach back 6 and change in fourth right at the moment. Montgomery with a 15.8. Blake with a 15.2. Two fast laps there. Jimmy has a 15.4. And O'Hara a 14.8. Woo, wheelie time. Caution down the back straight. Go high and get into the corner. High into the corner at the end. We're clear. Just a reminder, guys, the wall is undefeated here in New Red Hobbies. Up next, our Pro 2 and our Sportsman class. Montgomery, a new fast lap last time by a 15.7. See what he's got this time. Not quite the improvement I was hoping there. Blake down to a 15.2 now. Heard it there. 1 minute to go. And this may change things here a little bit. O'Hara, a 19-second lap, might be dropping down to second. And that's going to be the case. 2.5 back behind Blake now. Blake, the only one improving his qualifying time at the moment. Still going to bump up only to second. Going to be close, though. That is time, race time. Keep going, keep going. Sean is done. Zachary is done. Jimmy's done. And shut it down. Blake is done. Blake 19.505.5. Missed TQ by 0.185. O'Hara's going to retain that one and start first in the mains. Sean with 19.507 in that one. Jimmy with 19.509. And Zachary 17.503. Looks like your pro stock buggies going to be O'Hara, Mofield, Elias, and Montgomery. All right, boys and girls, Hobby Shop is back open. All right, boys and girls, need my marshals to start heading out here. Thank you, gentlemen. Got everybody but Hall and Brandon checked in. Uh, Brandon got the short. Still working on that. Who else we missing out there? There's the O'Hara. All right, gentlemen, roll them off. I'm going to give you a few extra seconds here. You got minute 10. Watch out. Caution the straightaway. Caution the straightaway. Guys, just get the car squared up and give it a squeeze. All you got to do. Hardest jump here should be the ski jump for our short courses. Else, piece of cake. Say for your short course, when you get off that ski jump, tap them brakes, get that nose to come down if you can. The sooner you do it, the better. All right, boys and girls. I'm going to go with the order. You know what? We're going to put our Pro 2 guys out front. Excuse me. It's going to be Steve, Josh, Brandon, Anthony, and Terry. Keep on the tone. Josh, Brandon, Anthony, and Terry. Oh, we got mayhem on that left turn there in front of the ski jump. Blake, you got a couple of spaces to watch over there. Hopefully it's not too bad. Boys just got to clean it up a little bit. All right, after 2 laps, it is Josh, Steve, Brandon, Anthony, and Terry. Josh showing the way to 19.5.14. Caution and sweeper. Hey, low on the back, low on the back. We're clear. Oh no, Anthony's got an issue. He's got to go jiggle the handle real quick. I think he was pulling it off. Steve had a 17.1 there. That was his fast lap before that issue. Hopefully get it sorted out for the main. All right, Terry showing the way. Now Anthony looks like he's back out there. Ooh, Mr. Terry coming up almost a little short there. Ooh, Brandon's got some grip out there. That thing was up on 2 wheels in the south hairpin. You have to look at lowering that down a little bit. Caution at the Protect sign. And Terry with a 17.7 fast lap. Let's see what else we got. Josh with a 15.9. Brandon 18.2. Anthony with a 15.9 as well. Three down, two to go. Three down, two to go. Zach, behind you. Oh, somehow he lands it. Mr. Brandon been practicing that freestyle program. Coming in handy here once he was on the side of that thing. You heard it there. One to go. Caution the sweeper. It's Josh showing the way. Brandon back a couple laps in second. Steve looks like he's back out there. Got it. Hopefully he's sorted out. Like hodling, something collapsing in the left rear, right rear. Collapsing and sliding out or something else. Hopefully get that sorted out. 9 seconds to go, guys. And O'Hara out there like a white on rice. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Anthony is done. Josh is done. Terry is done. Looking for Brandon and shut it down. Mr. Josh taking that one 18.508. Brandon with 15 laps. Anthony with 15 laps and Terry with 14 laps. We'll see how that plays out at the end. All right, independent. Let's get him down and checked in. Thought I heard a little grindage there. Could be mistaken. That sounded like it. All right, my drivers are checked in. Looking for our marshals. All right, as soon as Mr. Hall gets down to that far end, we're going to turn you guys loose. You don't run into him. All right, roll them off, gentlemen. All right, all right, all right. The order is O'Hara, Linebach, Lineweaver, everybody on a 19-lap run last time by. A 5:02 to a 5:15, so room to work with there. Let's see what you boys got. O'Hara on the tone. Chucksta. And Jason. Uh-oh. About to sort some pipes out here in a little while. Knocking things all out of alignment. Everybody dropping a low 15 there. All right, it's Linebach showing the way by 3 seconds over here at the line, and that may change here. Yes, it will. It's down to 1/10 now. Comes Lineweaver. He is back 3 seconds at the line. Oh, we got one upside down here, and that's O'Hara. Everybody taking turns getting their wrecks out of the way here early on. Right now, Chuck showing the way, 19.511. They got to find about 9 seconds to get back on that TQ pace. Linebach by 6/10 over here. Lineweaver back 2.2. 15 down, 2:45 to go. Not quite halfway. You heard it there. 3 down, 2 to go. Sean O'Hara showing the way now by 1 second over Chuck. Lineweaver back 4 seconds at the line. All still are back on a 19-lap pace. .340 down, 1:20 to go. Creeping up on that TQ time again. Further there, uno momento. Fast laps. O'Hara 15.1, Linebach 15.2, Lineweaver 15.3. O'Hara new fast lap 15.03. 15 seconds, guys. Wheeler, you're up next. Ooh, O'Hara up on two wheels onto the straightaway.
Race is over.
Heard it there. Keep going, keep going. Sean is done. Keep going, Jason. Boy should be done this time by Chuck. He is done. And shut it down. Somehow, someway, O'Hara got back to the front. New TQ. 19.501, picked up 1.2 seconds there. Chuck with a 19.511, going to stay second. And Lineweaver improving his time, but going to stay third with a 19.513. Right, all right, all right. Got a couple marshals out there already. Once again, we are going to need one volunteer to help us out with this one. All right, looking for a check-in from Jimmy, Steve, and Brandon. All right, guys. As soon as Chuck gets down to the part of the other end, we're going to turn you guys loose. All right, gentlemen, roll it off. All right, Mr. Lineweaver, need you or volunteer out there, plus one more if we can get it. We're looking for a check-in from Jimmy and Brandon. Oh, man. Netzel missing the tabletop there. Working on his aerobatics program. Looks. Lineweaver, need you out here. Plus one volunteer. Come on, marshals. Get Brandon checked in. And Jimmy, are you making this one? Thank you, Jason. Somewhere down at the far end where all the mayhem hopefully doesn't happen. Last call for Jimmy. Is he out there? Anybody see him? All right, gentlemen, 5 minutes on that clock. Guess Jimmy's out of this one. Haven't seen or heard a word from him. Orders Netzel, Hodling, Montgomery, Beebe. Mr. Netzel on the tone. Less than 5. Hodling, Montgomery, and Beebe. Jimmy gets it out there and get out there and get running. All right, that current TQ 20 laps 5:05 set by Robert Netzel. Netzel around for lap 3. We'll give you a pace after this one. Rocking a 21.510, so that's going to be a new TQ run at the moment. Oh, somebody clobbered the pipe on the inside there. Ball cup. Check the ball cups. I think that might have been Brandon. And they've got it back together for him. Forget, guys, the car's a little twitchy. Doesn't hurt to have a little glue on the sidewalls of those front tires. Calm it down a little bit. Make it a little more consistent. All right, 2 down, 3 to go. Netzel showing the way on a new TQ, 21.511. Oh, Lineweaver getting worked out over there. Caution coming on the back straight, and we're clear. Fast laps, Brandon with 18.6, Montgomery 15.6, Hodling 15.3, and Netzel to 14.2. Just about 3 down, 2 to go. Brandon, new fast lap, 16.6. It's Netzel, Steve, Zach, Brandon. Nobody battling for position right now. You heard it there 1 minute to go. It's going to be about 8:55 when we get done here. It's going to be about a 20-minute break. Say mains start at 9:20. Mains will start at 9:20. Caution in the sweeper. Are clear. 30 seconds, drivers.
This is over.
That is time of the race clock. Race it out, guys. Keep going, keep going. Netzel is done. Steve is done. Zachary's done. Looking for Brandon to finish out. Here he comes. And shut it down. Robert Netzel taking that one, and that's a new TQ, 20 and 5:05. Picked up 4/10 there. Totaling with 19 laps. Going to stay third overall. Montgomery proving 18.509, but going to stay fourth. Brandon with 15 laps going to stay fifth. And looks like Jimmy going to hold on to second there through qualifying. All right, it is 8:56. We will start the mains at 9:20. Mains at 9:20. All right, boys and girls, last call for Hobby Shop. Last call for Hobby Shop. We got Mr. Charles Pope tuning in from Kingsland, Georgia. Thank you, sir. We're about to get started with the mains here in just a moment. Something from the Hobby Shop you need to run there right now. Let Sticks know. Our two-wheel drive, open two-wheel drive class will be out first. Same order as qualifying. Just a few moments. All right, boys and girls, let's get our marshals out there. Wheeler will be marshaling first. Netzel, Elias, Hodling, Montgomery, Beebe. All right, boys and girls. Get them checked in. Buckland, Netzel, Hall. Marshals will be our Wheeler class. Mr. Steve's finishing up here in the hobby shop. He'll be out there in just a moment. In the meantime, still need our other marshals out there. While we're waiting for that, let's review our sponsors here. These guys have taken their time out of their business to come help us out. First, we got to thank Mr. Josh Hall with the Aquatic Source. If you're looking for fish, plants, food, tanks, the whole 9 yards, check him out on State Road 200 for aquatic needs. Don't forget Mr. Aaron at Ron's Lawns out in the Citrus County area, if I'm not mistaken. And need some home improvement stuff. Mr. Kyle at Kyle's Home Solution can help you out down in the Villages area. Guys, once again, taking time out of their business to help us out and get our business back and running. Big thanks to them. All right, marshals, need you out here. Wheeler, Netzel, Elias, Hodling, Montgomery, Beebe. My drivers are ready to rock and roll. Mr. Buckland, please check in for me one more time. All right, gentlemen, bring them up speed. You got just over a minute to turn and burn. And don't forget tomorrow, indoor oval practice, Friday all day, Saturday indoor oval racing, or Saturday once a month indoor scheduled oval. Last Saturday, we had killer races, 75 laps for our Traxxas Modifieds and our Losi Sprints. That was as good as it got there. It was awesome. All right, gentlemen, your top qualifier, Mr. Chad Buckland, 21 and 512, is going to bring it down here to the middle of the sweeper. Netzel going to line up about 5 feet behind him, followed by Josh Hall in third. All right, gentlemen, 6 minutes on the clock. Look alive. We're going live in less than 5. Good, clean start there. A couple wheelies. Oh, Buckland up on 2 wheels. Had to check up and met the wall. That's going to give Hall a big start here. The Hall was third, and there's a reason for that. He overheated his speed control in the first round. Plenty of time. We'll see if these boys can catch up or not. A little pressure. All right, down to mid-14s now. Buckland going for the safe move over the tabletop, and then Netzel bouncing off the pipe, open up a gap here for Buckland to by on the sweeper. Over the top they go. Buckland with a 14-3, Netzel 15-4 that time by 8/10 between those two. Hall out front on a 25-6-12. Buckland back 6 seconds at the line. Caution on the tabletop. That was your leader trying to cough up the lead here. Down to 1.3. We're only 95 seconds into this one. And Hall setting a new fast lap, 14.5 for himself. Netzel trying to scream around that south hairpin there. Drops a 14.32. That's a new fast lap for the race. Just about halfway, drivers. Oh, putting his car where he needs to. Buckland can't find a way around just yet. Oh, and I gave him the commentator's curse. It happens. The world's an imperfect place. Screws back out all the time. Fast laps 14.28 for Buckland. Hall 14.39. Netzel 14.32. So they all have the speed. Coming down to consistency. Four down, 2 to go. Buckland dropping a 13.9 new fast lap. Netzel another new fast lap, 14.31. Hall was back 4.7 seconds in second. And it's up to 5.7 now. Netzel back 1.5. Battle for that second spot. Building up here. Netzel trying to jump over Hall, not quite there. Oh, he's skying it. He's looking for something. Oh, he gets it wrong. 40 seconds to go, so he can catch back up and get another attempt at it. Buckland out front by a good bit here. .8 seconds, or about half a lap. Hall over Buckland by 2, or excuse me, Hall over Netzel by 2.7. Last time by, and it looks like it's going to get a little closer here. And your leader going for a little tumble-rooski. 1.3 seconds with 1 second to go. That is time. Race to the line. See what Netzel's got. Oh, it doesn't go well. He just drives it off the back of the ski jump. Hall is done. And everybody's done. Shut it down. Good race, guys. Buckland 25.610. Fast lap of a 13.9. Hall with 24.605. Netzel 24.611. All right, Stock Boogie, let's get him down and checked in. All right, gentlemen, roll it off. Get the other marshals out there in a second. All right, if you're watching online, take a look at your order there. All these guys about a lap overall apart, give or take. So you might want to pick your winner in this one if you're watching online. All right, all right, all right. Well, let's bring him down here to the south end. Your top qualifier, 19 laps, 5:05, Mr. Sean O'Hara. 5 feet behind him is going to be Blake Mofield lining up second. In third will be Jimmy Elias. Yeah, just straighten that carpet out a little bit. That we will move that after tonight, so you guys have at least a half a day to kind of run it in, so all the grip is similar. And around out the field, Mr. Zach Montgomery in fourth. Once again, these guys are all about a lap apart. So if you're watching online, pick your winner. You got a few seconds to do so. Can I get one more marshal out in the infield? This is the A main. We need one out there to help out. You're good with that? Okay, I don't want to hear about it when it costs you your victory. All right, boys, we're going live in 5 for 6 minutes for Stock Buggy A main. Starting everybody checking up, driving smart. Oh, spoke too soon, but Jimmy got it back on its wheels. Ooh, Zach down the inside, doesn't even wait for him. You no longer go for a gap. Hope calling for Mofield to take this one. We'll see. Been out of it for a little while. At least here he's been out of it. Hopefully he's shaking that rust off. Era dropping a 15-0. Mofield 15-3. Montgomery 15-7. Elias with a 15-4. Those are all new fast laps. Era putting a little flash and flare on that one over the ski jump. That is the fast way. As soon as you're up in the air, you need to get the car coming back down. Not on the ground, that's not driving forward. Mofield a 15-2. Leaders coming down the front straight. And looks like O'Hara going to stretch it out another 3/10 there. Rocking a 24 lap pace, 6:06. Field on a 6:09. Oh, O'Hara doing a wheel stand. Didn't catch what happened there. Still getting by him though. We're just about 2 minutes into this one. Plenty of time. O'Hara down the inside. Oh, they get banging wheels here. Who's close? Oh, O'Hara tries to stick it down the inside. They tangle. O'Hara almost driving off the tabletop. That's going to allow Jimmy to catch up here a little bit. He's back 2.9. And Zach having a bad lap there. A couple laps ago, he's got to shake that off and get back into it. Blake dropping a 14.9. Batteries are either waking up or he's got the gearing. Who I think it is. Patty, Patty. Tuning it online. Don Blake back 9/10 at the line. Jimmy back 7.8. .345 down, 2:15 to go. Battle for the lead. Going over the tabletops. 1.6 at the line. Oh, your leader ups wrong way on the single. Blake gonna get past him here. Plenty of time though. Blake sideways. O'Hara gives him a little touchy. And they're back running the right order here. Get the sportsmanship. Oh, he just drives into him and pays for it. 140 to go. Plenty of time. Guys, just get it squared up and give it a squeeze. And your leader catching the corner. Hara back 4.7 to the line. Jimmy back 1.8. This podium's not totally set yet. Montgomery, new fast lap 15.5. That was close. O'Hara good on at the edge of that tabletop there, dropping a 15.0, picked up 7/10. A 4-second lead, make that 4.1 with 30 seconds to go. Down to 2.8, a 14.7 from O'Hara. 5 seconds. This is probably it.
Race is over.
Oh, O'Hara getting off the line there a little bit. Ofield going to take it. O'Hara going to take second. Jimmy's going to hold on for third here. And shut it down. Ofield 23.603, O'Hara 6.10, Elias with a 6.13, and Montgomery with 22 and 6.14. Fast lap going to O'Hara 14.713. Like Charles Pope got it right. All right, independent. Let's get him down and checked in. All right, all my drivers are checked in. All right, gentlemen, roll them off. You got 130. All right, we need Jimmy or Volunteer out there in the other end, the midfield. Thank you, Mr. Terry. All right, all right, all right. Gentlemen, your top qualifier, 19 laps, 5:01. Mr. Sean O'Hara going to line up on that top spot again, followed by Chuck Leinbach and Jason Lineweaver. All three of these guys separated by less than 12 seconds here, so less than a lap. All right, marshals, look alive. Racers, we're going live in less than 5. Great start for O'Hara. O'Hara starting him out with a 14.5. Chuck 16.0. Jason with a 16.4. All right, Lineweaver, the 15.4, new fast lap for him. Chuck's got a 15.3. O'Hara with a 14.8. Heard it there. 2 down, 4 to go. It's Sean O'Hara showing the way. 24 lap run coming across start finish line with a 15.1 that time by. Chuck back 4.1 in second. Here comes Lineweaver. 15.7 back 5.4. 2:30 down, 3:30 to go. Hope calling for Leinbach to take this one. Oh, watch out. Leinbach getting wild. Halfway, drivers, halfway. Chuck with a new fast lap, 15.357. Back 6.2. Lineweaver was 2.8, and looks like he might be a problem there at the Serpent Single. $140 to go, $140 to go. And looks like Lineweaver going to go down a lap here to O'Hara. Chuck trying to run down your leader. Chuck back 8.2 at the moment. Jason, new fast lap 15.2. Oh, and he throws the elbow on O'Hara. And Karma gets him immediately after. Now Chuck back only 6.7 seconds or half a lap. Wow, I bet you can't see that again. We're going to try to get that on instant replay. And we got it. Beautiful. "10 seconds, drivers, 10 seconds. Like O'Hara going to get his victory lap here. Maybe not. This might be it. Looks like he's just going to race it to the line.
Race is over.
And O'Hara is done. Going to take the victory here. Lineweaver going to take third. And Linebach going to be in second. O'Hara 23.6 flat. Linebach 6.06. And Lineweaver with 22 and 6.03. All right, boys and girls, it's time for our short course and sportsman class. Yeah, no, that was a pretty sweet replay we caught there. All right, just looking for Anthony Smothers to get checked in, and our marshals start heading on out there. Thank you, Mr. Chuck, Hera, and Jason. All right, guys, turn them loose. You got a minute 18. Chuck taking his life into his own hands out there already. I want to remind our marshals, look both ways before you cross the track. Ah, here comes Lineweaver somewhere out there. And Brandon working on the freestyle program again. Remember, those skills come in handy. They're useful, just it's rare when you need them in the race. All right, gentlemen, let's get him to the grid. Mr. Josh Hall, your TQ for our short course class. 18 laps, 5:08. Hodling in second. Brandon Beebe in third. And your sportsman TQ, Anthony Smothers, is going to line up fourth overall. And fifth will be Mr. Terry Dolan. All right, everything's looking good. Marshall's looking live. 5 minutes for this one. Everybody going live in less than 5. And Anthony just throwing it down there. No mercy. Sweep the leg. Got to be patient. Anthony had a good qualifying time. He's just back behind some traffic, technically. Got to make those passes clean. Oh, he tries to shake and bake on Hodling and gets it done. They are running together, but scored separately. Oh, go, go, go. Terry trying to break his shock tower already. It's Hall going over the tabletop in that green and blue. And the Marshals having to hustle here a little bit. Hodling in second. Smothers third overall, but leading for our sportsman class. Got to take a deep breath. Got to work on keeping that head cool underneath you. You got to keep the carbon underneath you and just drive. Man, Anthony and Hodling having a battle here. Anthony helping Brandon out of the way a little bit. Hodling gets by him as well. Not for position. Oh, Hodling going for a little tumble and the sweeper at the north end of the track. It's Josh. Anthony leading for sportsman in second overall. Hodling in second for your short course. A third overall. Brandon in fourth. And Terry rounding out the field here. Caution on ski jump, guys. Caution on ski jump. High in the back straight, high in the back straight. Caution on the back straight. Slow down, guys. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Keep your way through it. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. The other lane, the other lane. Oh, well. I think it was right. I think I got it wrong. Mr. Chuck was on the ball there. At the line is Hall. Hodling not for position there. Smothers back 3.8. Brandon back a lap and change in fourth. Terry trying to run him down in fifth. Bit of mayhem out there. Once again, first time for a short course, guys, out here on the new surface. Plenty of grip out there. Guys gluing. Oh, Hall getting tangled up with second place. Plenty of grip out there. These guys got their sidewalls glued on the front. Caution in the north sweeper. Somehow, some way, Hodling puts it up on the side and lands it. Man, you guys are good at that. I can't ever do that. Twice now they're on the side. 45 seconds to go. Closest battle between Anthony and Steve for the overall. Once again, they are being scored separately. Mostly for bragging rights. Looks like I had a little quick pit stop for Anthony. Not sure what's going on there. It looked all fine to me. Oh, body was coming off. 5 seconds to go. This is going to be it here.
Race is over.
You cross line, you are done. Brandon is done. Terry is done. Oh, Hodling upside down. Hall is done. Hodling's done. Hall finishing out with a fast lap there, 15.5. And here comes Mr. Anthony. Shut it down. Josh Hall taking that one overall, 19.5. 10. Hodling in second for short course. Brandon in third. Mr. Anthony Sweller, 17.5, 16. Third overall, but taking it for Sportsman. And Terry getting 14 laps, 5:05. Great job by him. Finishing the race and name of the game. All right, last race of the night, the big show. Wheeler, Netzel, Elias, Hodling, Montgomery, and BB. Going to need a couple of volunteers for this one. Don't forget, boys and girls, after this, we got our podium pictures to do. I got all the awards ready to rock and roll. Then we got to change the track over for tomorrow's action. All right, we're looking for Josh, Anthony, Terry, and hopefully one more Marshall. All right, I need a check in from Brandon and Jimmy. Brandon and Jimmy, as soon as you can. Like Mr. Anthony's going to fix the green carpet for us, please. Any green carpet? Can you fix the carpet? The green carpet? Yeah, just straighten it up there a little bit. All right, drivers, everybody's checked in. As soon as Anthony finishes up with that, we'll turn you loose here. All right, guys, looking good. Let her eat. And Montgomery going after Terry already. Caution in the sweeper. Might have switched off there. I will give him a second here to sort it out while we get the grid set up. Mr. Jimmy's going to check that out. Hopefully it's a simple deal. Your top qualifier, 20 laps, 5:05. Mr. Robert Netzel, come on down. Lining up second will be Jimmy Elias. Third will be Steve Hodling. Fourth will be Zach Montgomery. And round out the field in fifth, Mr. Brandon Beebe. Give me your second. All right, gentlemen, 6 minutes on the clock. Marshals, look alive. We're going live in less than 5. Oh, somebody, I think that Jimmy, I think his car might have shut off there. Straight on at the end. I think it's just better to pull that one off. Hopefully get that sorted out for next time. I have a feeling that capacitor is bad, and fortunately, get a chance to change that. It's Netzel at the line by 2.8 over Hodling. Netzel rocking that fluorescent yellow, pink, and red. Hodling rocking the sky blue there. Montgomery in the blue, call it. I don't know what else you call it. Might be a metallic blue. Oh, Brandon up on two wheels, rolls it over. Back underway. Brandon's got the fancy black and silver scheme going on out there. I like it. Guy's got a really twitchy front end. We're still trying to work on some of those. Watch out. Caution on the... Terry behind the tabletop. Terry behind the tabletop. At the line, it's Netzel, Hodling, Beebe, and Montgomery battling out for position here. And looks like Montgomery coming out of that one. Did not see contact there or not. Netzel dropping a 14-4. Hodling 15-1. Montgomery 16 flat. Brandon 17-6. Caution on the back straight. Caution on the back straight. Pick him up. He's done. That arm is hanging off there. Set it on the wheel. Unfortunate. Brandon had a 16.9 on his last lap, too. That was his fast lap. Montgomery just dropped a 15.5. 3:30 down, 2:30 to go. Nobody racing at the moment. Netzel making a sweep pass to the sweeper. I don't know if that was given it to him, but he took it either way. Uh-oh. Hodling having some issue. May not got all the juice in it. Or radio batteries, one of the two. Something's going on with it. Terry in the line of fire there, waiting to get a shot in the back. Heard there, one to go. Netzel showing the way. Fortunately, a race of attrition here. Montgomery up to second now, back 3 laps. 3 out of 5. The odds are in Montgomery's favor here for a failure from your leader. We never know. Never give up. Stick it out till the end. Five seconds. Looks like Netzel gonna get a victory lap here.
Race is over.
That is time. Zach is done. Here comes Robert Netzel over the ski jump, around the south hairpin. North hairpin, down the straightaway, taking the victory. 25-6-11. Montgomery with 21, Hodling 16, BB 8, and Elias out after the first straightaway. Hopefully get that sorted out. That's going to do it for our live stream, folks. We're going to get our podium pictures here in just a moment. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget, tomorrow is indoor oval practice and racing indoor oval Saturday. Gates open 12 p.m. That is a new time. So Ellie, Sticks, and I might be able to start racing with you guys a little bit here Saturdays. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you then.